Dear students, today we shall take up a poem, The Patriot by Robert Browning. First I shall introduce to you the author and the poem. The author Robert Browning, born 1812 and lived up to 1889. He was born in London and he died in Italy, in Venice. He is a Victorian age or Victorian era poet. Victorian age poet. What do we mean by Victorian age? Victorian age is the period Queen Victoria was ruling United Kingdom. Queen Victoria's reign 1837 to 1901. This period is known as Victorian age. So, Robert Browning lived during the Victorian reign. Another speciality of Victorian age is that of the many literary forms, novel was given more important than other literary forms. There were dramas, poetry, short stories, but novels had supreme time in the Victorian age. The famous novelists like Charles Dickens, Thomas Hardy, and others were of this period. Of course, there were two great poets. One was Robert Browning, another one was Alfred Tennyson. Then we had dramatists like George Bernard Shaw and short story writers were there, but all the literary forms, novels acquired the prime position. The Patriot. The Patriot is a dramatic monologue. What do you mean by dramatic monologue? You know what is meaning? A mono means single. Log means talk. So a conversation or talk by single person. One person speaking. That's monologue. What is dramatic monologue? A monologue which produces all the effects of a dramatic. It's a dramatic monologue. What are the characteristics of a dramatic monologue? Is spoken by a single person. One person speaks, one person other than the poet. Poet is not talking, somebody else is talking, but single person is talking. What is the form of his speech? Is speaking, either it could be a speech or narration. It can be a speech delivery or a narration. Here in our case, the Patriot, it is narration. So through his speech or narration, he reveals the character or his personality. Character is personality. He reveals his character. What sort of a person is he? What are his pitfalls? What are his gains? What are his losses? Are revealed through the person. So these are the three characteristics. Single person speaking. It can be either through a speech or through a narration, and through this person the character or his personality is revealed. Now we will look at the Patriot, the poem. The Patriot, the poem is a man being led to the gallows. You know what is gallows is? A place where someone is hanged or beheaded. Especially people who have been accused of treason. People who have worked against one's nation. One who has betrayed the nation, they are sentenced to death. So they are put to death either by hanging or by beheading. So a person being led to the gallows is speaking to us. That is the Patriot. So in his speech there are two contrasting experiences. He had two different experiences in his life. One was a pleasant one, another was unpleasant one. So we have 6 stanzas of 5 lines each. Every stanza has got 5 lines each. And 6 stanzas. First 3 stanzas speak about the positive things that happened in his life. The positive experience. The last 3 stanzas speak about his negative experience or bad experience. So what are the contrasting things happening? Hero and criminal. First he was a hero, now he has become the criminal. The first 3 stanzas we see how successful he was. Now he has met with failure. The first 3 stanzas we see the victory, a victorious patriot. Here we see his losses. He has lost everything. Reward and punishment. He has been rewarded by the government and by the people. People acclaimed him as a hero. Now he is being punished. The glory. He reached the height of his glory because the people praised him so much, elevated him. Now he is put to shame. No one wants to praise him. He is a patriot. He was a patriot. Now he is a traitor. He is acclaimed as a patriot. Who is a patriot? A patriot is a person who dedicates his life for the cause of the nation. Who does something in order to protect the country. So he is supposed to be a person who is loyal to the nation. So that patriot has become now a traitor. So these are the contrasting themes treated from his 2 experiences. That one experience of being praised and now experience of being accused. So what does the author Robert Browning wants to convey through the poem? He wants to convey that public adulation or praise are short-living. Public adulation, that is praise. Adulation or praise or glorification, all these are short-living. People will not keep praising you all through. There will be a time you are raised to the top. And there is a time they will make you to fall. Another thing he wants to convey is people are fickle-minded. What do you mean by fickle-minded? Wavering minds. Minds that are not constant. Today they may praise you, tomorrow they may find fault with you. Today they will call you a patriot, tomorrow you may call you a criminal. So the fickle-minded people. Then the poet ends the poem in an optimism. The patriot says, it is God who will reward me according to my merits. This is the punishment given by the public. This is the punishment given by the nation. But at the end there will be a judgment by God, and it is God who will judge me according to my merits. I know what I am. I know what I have done. Whatever be the accusations, God will judge me according to my merits. And I am worried only about that judgment. This is only a passing thing. These praises and adulations. What are the backgrounds of the poem? There are certain elements running in the background or working as a background If you understand that, you will be able to follow the poem easily. One is the story of Bible. In Bible, the story about Jesus. Jesus Christ, who was glorified just before his death. What we call it? The triumphant entry into Jerusalem. When Jesus was brought to Jerusalem, people praised him. They spread palm leaves on his way and made him to walk over it and glorified him, saying, he is God, he is Son of God. And just immediately after that, later we will find he is being made to carry the cross and led to Calvary, and he was crucified there. A similarity is there. The patriot was praised. His ways have been filled with roses. He walked on the roses. A red carpet welcome. But now, today he is being led to the gallows to be killed. Then there is a reference to Icarus, son of Daedalus. Icarus, son of Daedalus. Icarus is a Greek mythology. From the Greek mythology, Icarus had wings and he flew with the help of the wings too close to the sun. He went so close to the sun and his wings were made of wax, and it melted and he fell into the sea and died. Similarly, our patriot, he was also flying high. When people praised him and glorified him, then his wings melted and he fell into shame. Then of course, morality and psychology work behind the poem. So if you keep all these things in your mind, you will be able to follow the poem easily. That it is a monologue, that it is a contrast between two of his experiences, and these are the backgrounds working behind it. Tomorrow we shall look at the poem in detail. It's a homework for you. Textbook, page number 31, this introduction to the poem, please read it. And also the workbook, pages 125 to 127, which includes the introduction and the other meanings and other things. Please read it. Thank you.